Hello and welcome to Maths with Jacob. This lesson will focus on subtraction with trading. Subtraction with trading. Subtraction with trading follows a similar pattern to the one we used in addition with trading. It is important to understand that trading takes place between any two columns located directly next to each other. Let's look at the simple example, 73 take away 25. Now we focus and we see that 3 take away 5 we cannot do. So we trade 110 for 10 units. That is, we had 7 tens here, now we have 6. The 110 comes over to the units column, so that's actually a 110. So 10 plus 3 is 13. We've only got 6 tens left, and that's what it says here. But now we have 13 units in the units column. So everything is still the same. Although we've lost 110 from here, we've gained the 110 into this column, which gives us 13 units. So 13 take away 5 is 8, and 6 take away 2 is 4, so the answer is 48. Example 2. Trade 110 for 10 units. There are 8 tens left. So there were 9 tens here, now there are only 8. There are now 16 units because that's a 10 there, that's 110, and that's 6 units, so that gives us 16 units altogether. Now we can do our subtraction. 16 take away 7 is 9, and 8 take away 2 is 6. Example 3. 84 take away 28. Trade 110 for 10 units. So we had 8 tens here, now we only have 7, and here's the other 10. There are 7 tens left. There they are there. There are now 14 units. Here they are here. 14 take away 8 is 6, and 7 take away 2 is 5, so the answer is 56. Example 4. We're now going into the hundreds column, so it's units, tens, hundreds. A little bit more involved, but exactly the same principles. So let's start with these two columns here first. Remember, trading takes place between columns that are next to each other. Trade 110 for 10 units. There are 4 tens left. There's the 4 tens that are left. There, see? There are now 13 units. Here they are. Now we had 4 tens left here. 4 take away 6 we can't do. So we trade 100 for 10 tens. So that 800 now becomes a 7. That is 10 tens. Okay, so now we have 14 tens. So there are 700s left, which is that red 7. There are now 14 tens, and here they are here. 13 take away 8 gives you 5. 14 take away 6 gives you 8. And 7 take away 3 gives you 4. Example 5. 612 take away 154. Trade 110 for 10 units. So there was 110 here, and we brought it over here to make 12 units. So there are no tens left there. So trade 110 for 10 units. There are no tens left, which is there. There are now 12 units, and here they are. Now moving over to this column. 0 take away 5 we can't do, so we trade 100 for 10 tens. There are now 500s left. There are now 10 tens. So there's your 500. There's your 10 tens. 12 take away 4 is 8. 10 take away 5 is 5. 5 take away 1 is 4. The answer is 458. Example 6. 624 take away 357. Trade 110 for 10 units. There is 110 left. There are now 14 units. So, let's have a look here carefully. We traded 110, so we had 2 tens here, now we only have 1 left. There are our 14 units. That's after we did our trading. Now, because there's only 110 left, 1 take away 5 we can't do. Trade 100 for 10 tens. There are 500s left. There are now 11 tens. So we had 600s, now we've got 5. There's the trading there that occurred. That 1 represents 10 tens. So there are now 11 tens altogether. 14 take away 7 is 7. 11 take away 5 is 6. 5 take away 3 is 2. And the answer is 267. Example 7. 843 minus 367. Trade 110 for 10 units. There are 3 tens left. There are now 13 units. So there's the 10 units there. See that? That came from the tens column. So this 1 came from the tens column. That's why that's a 3. So there are 3 tens left. Here are our 13 units. That's after the trading. So 3 take away 6 we can't do. Trade 100 for 10 tens. There are 700s left. There are now 13 tens. So we had 800s. Now we've got 7. There's the extra 10, which is 10 tens, which makes 13 tens. Now we can do the sum. 13 take away 7 is 6. 13 take away 6 is 7. 7 take away 3 is 4. And the answer is 476. Now, this is a reasonable summary of how you do subtraction with trading. And you'll notice all the explanations are here in the boxes. I would really encourage you to go over this video as many times as you can to have a full understanding of what's going on. Because once you acquire a full understanding, you will have no trouble with subtraction, especially when trading is involved. So please do that.